Welcome. Welcome to day 13 now. Lucky 13 of 30 sits in 30 days. Meditation for Recovery as presented by the Wise Friends Network, where we go through 30 sits in 30 days to provide you a foundational basis of support of a Buddhist meditation practice for recovery from addictions of all kind, whether it's from drugs, alcohol, behavioral addictions, harmful behaviors. 30 sits in 30 days. If you're willing to commit to this and go through it, it can be a life changing experience. And if you're on day 13, heck, pat yourself on the back. You're over a third of the way through. It's good to celebrate the victories where we can. And since we're a little over a third of the way through, for today's practice, we're going to continue to deepen our mindfulness practice. And for today's practice, we're going to begin to explore some longer durations of silent meditation, of learning that ultimately at the end of these 30 days, these guided meditations are intended as training wheels or a support as you begin to establish your own practice and find your own cadence and rhythm to meditation. Find what works for you. There are many paths up the mountain. There are many paths to recovery. And there's many approaches to meditation, but the hope and the aspiration of this 30 sits in 30 days program is to give you that foundation of a traditional Buddhist approach to meditation and to give you the tools and toolkit to help you recover from addiction of all kind. So I know for myself and for many addicts, mindfulness and meditation practice, a daily meditative practice is a life-changing experience. It's one thing to do it once a week, once a month, I suppose. But it's only once we really truly dedicate ourselves to a daily practice that most of us in recovery begin to see the results that we're looking for in our lives to calm the mind, to calm the body, and to just allow us to take life on. You can say life on life's terms or another way of saying it, but yeah. So for day 13, we'll be doing a general mindfulness practice, opening it up from a concentration practice to a general awareness practice. And we'll have some longer durations of silence in this one. And thank you again for your interest in Buddhist meditation. Thank you again for your commitment to your sobriety. And just thank you for being you. So we'll have one bell to signify the beginning, three to signify the end. And we'll go for about 10 to 12 minutes today. And yeah, away we go. If you've not done so already, feel free to find a comfortable, yet alert and relaxed position to sit in for the next 10 to 12 minutes. You can close your eyes, rest your hands in your lap or on your sides, whatever most natural to you. And as to keep in the theme of this workshop, let's take 2 deep intentional breaths to center ourselves, to honor this moment, and just to let our nervous system know that it's time to meditate. It's time to be present. It's time to be here and now, to bring that attentive energy to our practice. Taking a deep breath in, a deep breath out, another deep breath in, and a deep breath out. And for today's practice, we'll do less of a focused concentration practice, more of a general awareness mindfulness practice, allowing our mind to go wherever it wants to go, but being present right here, right now, in a non-judgmental way, and allowing whatever arises in consciousness during this session, this practice, this sit, to arise. Not fighting it, not resisting it, nor clinging to it or holding on to it. Sometimes this can be referred to as a big sky meditation. And just begin to observe consciousness like a clear sky. And just allow whatever to arise to arise. If your mind wants to focus on the breath, you can feel the sensations of breath entering and exiting the body. You may find your mind drawn to the sounds in the room, sounds of the breath. Or you may be tapping into the sensory experience of the body, having previously done body scans, feeling the weight of the body, being grounded wherever you're at. You might want to explore the feeling tones of these experiences. Are they pleasant, unpleasant? Are they neutral? And for today's practice, we're just bringing an open awareness to whatever arises in consciousness without judgment, without attachment, without aversion. The beginnings of what's sometimes called equanimity. And then as you notice your mind wandering, as it naturally will early in the practice, there's no need to scold yourself or to beat yourself up about it. In fact, it's much better to smile, acknowledge what is happening, acknowledge that your mind has drifted off into a thought, a fantasy, a to-do list, some clever thing you need to do after the meditation. Instead, just a sense of friendliness and kindness. Return to the breath. Return to the breath, the body, the feeling tone, the open mind awareness of a big sky consciousness. And observe whatever arises in consciousness, like clouds in the sky, arising, forming, and then disappearing. All thoughts, all feelings, all sensations are impermanent. And simply learn to be here now actively aware and actively engaged without judgment, without aversion or clinging. And as we enter into the last minute or so of our meditation for the day, or at least for this course, I encourage you to begin again. Begin again as if this is the first moment and first minute of the meditation. If your mind has wandered, that's fine. You'll notice that as your mind begins to settle down, and as we begin to progress to longer and longer sits, it will become easier and easier to refocus the mind. Often it's the first minute, the first 5 minutes, that's the most difficult of a meditation sit. So for this last minute or so of today's practice, I encourage you to smile and begin again. Just bringing an open awareness to the sky of your mind.